What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Roundtable Rodeo that does not have the Rodeo or Steve or anything that's prepared.
We have a square table. We don't even have a round table because we have an even number.
Yeah. See, like we even got a square. Hey, we can play Hollywood Squares, right?
You know how that went last time.
I think it's the first time I've been live all of 2024.
Ooh.
Really? You and Steve haven't been doing your
yeah.
No? Oh.
Well, you know how busy he is. It's like trying to catch a frog in a frying pan, man.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you right now, I've never tried to catch a frog in a frying pan. So I don't know how that is.
Or a fart in a frying pan, whatever that saying is. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I've tried to tag him down and he's just been super busy and it is what it is. So we'll get around to it one day. I know he's very focused right now. You know how he is when he gets focused on one thing.
Wait, don't you guys do it on your channel though?
Yeah.
So just do it without him.
I could go without him, but it's just more fun with him.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Do it without him and start inviting other people to do it.
Yeah. I thought about it, but honestly, I've been busy too. So I was just trying to blame it all on him.
So she doesn't really want to do it that bad, but she needs that crutch to say, "Oh, I would do it if Steve wasn't."
Well, Steve was here, you know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like that?
Need somebody to put.
Funny.
And of course, we do have Yost with us as well. How are you, Yost?
I'm good. I'm glad to be on. Haven't been on in a while. I've been taking a content creator break on creating stuff, so it's good to be back and get the video juices flowing.
So is this your first for 2024 as well?
Yeah. The last time I did was, I think it was like, it has been my first. It's been a while.
Everybody's taking breaks this year.
You have to. You know, you can't. You have to. You get the YouTube game is a little daunting sometimes, so you gotta take a break and refocus.
Gotta get the mentality back. Huh?
Exactly.
Rest your mental and get ready for all them comments that people make and a lot of blocking and
toughen up your skin.
Yeah.
I actually don't get a lot of. The only video I really got hate comments on was a short I made, and it's got like 60,000 views, which is crazy, more than any short I have. And it was about a Doordash order saying how you shouldn't take it, and it blew up. And I was like, people like, you don't have a job. I'm like, what? I'm like, you need the orders. I'm like, what? Rude. And then like gets like hundreds of likes. I'm like, and then I comment back something snarky. So I think it's hilarious. I love people leave hate comments.
Yeah, it's hard for me.
Do you troll your users?
Absolutely, 100%. I like them. I said thank you for the comment. I appreciate it. Very creative. You could have did better. Like it's funny. It's all a game. You know, I don't really think people are trying to hurt feelings. I just think they want to get attention. So I'll give them attention. It's fine.
Yeah.
And of course,
hurt feelings.
Yeah, everybody.
Some of them. Yeah, some of them. But I'm just like,
you know what,
if they're hilarious, I give them to them. Like that's a very funny one.
They say hurt people hurt people.
Exactly.
There is no Steve tonight. He is, I guess, in a field somewhere. I don't know what he's doing really. He took some curry run going to Montana. I don't even know what's in Montana. I haven't been there.
I thought he was doing search and rescue. He's not on search and rescue tonight.
No, he took a curry. He went to Montana or something like that. Somewhere in Montana. I'd have to look through my messages.
Gotcha.
Doing a curry run. It was a good paying run. It was like $1,400 total miles. Is like 600 one way or something like that. So, I mean, I'd do it 2 days, $1,400 all highway.
Yeah,
it's definitely a good one.
Yeah, which it's really funny though is, Steve praises curry, right? And I don't know if anybody's been watching Pedro lately. Pedro is bashing curry.
It's the complete opposite.
It is.
I saw one that he was bashing him, but I haven't seen any others lately. So
Yeah, well, like Steve posted, look at this curry run, and then Pedro posted, "This is the worst app of all time."
I mean, if you're getting $600 for 200 miles, don't get me wrong, 99% of us would do it, and then you're getting $29 for 100 miles. I can definitely see the differences on like this app sucks compared to like, hey, this is the best thing since sliced bread. So I definitely get it.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Pedro has to realize too, he just started with curry, so he's not seasoned and isn't friends with everybody there like Steve is. Steve's got a lot of time behind him with curry, so
Well,
maybe
they're all doing better than me. They're all
What's
doing
that?
better than me. I get 0 offers in my market for curry.
Really?
Like, yeah. I think I've had 1 in the last 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Steve has a VIP line, man. Tell you what, on curry. He's like, oh yeah, I got a guy. I'll email them, see if he gets you on. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, I'm on there. I've only done, I think, 4 curries, maybe 5 total.
Well, I've done more than I think I've done more than 10 total. Whenever I first got down to Melbourne, Florida, they were big. Like I was doing a whole bunch of paint. And then I went to Oklahoma, and then I came back to Florida, and nothing since. Now, I mean, I do get some on Deliver That and Delivered now, but curry, still nothing. So,
Yeah,
but it's market dependent. We know that.
Always about the market. How's y'all market been? Mine's been slow.
Let's say hi to the chat.
What's up,
Who's
chat?
in the chat today? Traveler, hi. Donna Donuts. Thomas.
Hi, Donna. I love you.
Hey, Joe. Mr. DSN.
Y'all click that like button.
Taylor.
We need to make this. We need to do it bigger so then when Steve comes back, you're like, I shouldn't be on my own channel.
Cody, let's party. Steve's not here.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on my phone now. I can see it here.
Yeah, this needs to be the most liked video out of all his videos. So that way, if we're not here, we're like, see, we matter.
I'm going on my TikTok live to get people on here. So
well,
this is going to be hilarious.
Deborah? Hello?
Did you say Deborah?
Is it Deborah or Deborah?
That's like me
Deborah.
Mispronouncing your name all the time.
It's Deborah.
Is it Deborah?
Yeah, that's Deborah.
Yeah. Hey, Cray.
Deborah. That's so
yes.
funny.
It's Kim's birthday tomorrow.
Yeah,
she's taking the day off today. So everybody wish Kim a happy birthday.
Yeah, she's gonna be like,
hey, Cray.
30 again. She's gonna be young.
I did text her earlier, send her a little happy birthday glittery thing.
Okay, we do have some stories to jump into, of course. Did you see any that you wanted to read real quick?
I just wanted to ask real quick where Zach was.
Zach.
Is Zach not on?
Tony?
I thought Zach was on here.
Tony?
No, I thought Zach was on last time. Maybe it was just the time I was last. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting confused.
Zach? No, it's normally Cheyenne.
Yeah.
Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kim.
Mm-hmm.
And Dash Theory.
No, he hadn't done it this year.
No.
What?
No.
I've been late.
I've only
no, like the original panel, we don't do it all the time anymore. Because like I'm not on here all the time, and John's not here, Hannibal's not here. So I think those are the 3 regulars, is them, and then they add people from there, right?
Yeah, maybe the last time I watched it, Zach was on here for something. I don't know.
Well, there's also Tom, but he's pretty busy right now.
Yeah. Well, I think Tom's in and out right now for the next 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Is where he's at. But I mean, we do have
Taylor. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks, Christopher. We do have Tony, the Driven Dad, going to be joining us. He did text me and tell me he is running late, but that he would be on here.
Yeah, he's always running late. You know, you got 14 kids. What do you expect?
Thank y'all for joining the live. I'm on TikTok live as we're doing this. So I'm trying to get people over to this. We got to get likes on this video.
Come to YouTube.
Come to YouTube at Rideshare Rodeo. Go to that video. Please click the like button. I'm doing both. You know, we got to make stuff happen.
Look at you multitasking.
Well, and if they come over here, they will hear everybody talk. They won't just hear you talk.
Oh, well,
That
my
is
phone's
true.
by the thing so they can hear.
Oh, well,
They're probably like, who's this other people talking?
I know. Well,
It's
see,
all good.
they won't know who's talking though if they don't come over here.
Yeah, come over to YouTube, y'all.
The fun is in YouTube.
Yeah.
I did put a link on Facebook about a half hour before I was coming on. So
Yeah. Just so the chat knows, Steve did not give us any notes, so we will be winging these stories. We have not read them. But if you want to know more about any of the stories we are going to cover, you can always go to uberlyftdrivers.com. Steve does an amazing job every week making sure all these stories are put out there. So go over there, and you don't have a whole bunch of ads on his website or anything, even though I told him multiple times to put ads on his website, and he still hasn't done it. So before I do it for him, make sure you go check out all these stories. They won't have no ads. I went to ridesharerodeo.com a second ago, and it took me to his Podbeam. So if you want to know about this, if you want to know about the stories, I'd say go to uberlyftdrivers.com.
Oh, I've never had trouble. That's weird.
Yeah. I threw me off for a second too. So maybe he has it sorted.
We're at 15 likes so far. Keep clicking it.
Yeah.
And you get to like 100.
I clicked it.
Yeah, I clicked it too.
Me too.
Yeah, we got 20 people in here, so definitely click that thumbs up and subscribe too if you haven't already. Yeah, see, I'm ridesharerodeo.com's not even loading for me.
Yeah,
right now.
I just pulled it up in your. It does take me to the podcast.
Too much traffic.
Yeah. So, did you read that Harlem Shake Burger one real quick?
I've read
that. I was looking at the Instacart ones because I know none of you guys really love Instacart, so I was willing to bite the bullet on that one.
Oh, I don't mind Instacart. Steve hates the Instacart. I am a true multi-apper when it comes to gig work. I don't care what app is paying me. I will run them all, no matter what. So whichever one's going to send me the best offer, that's the one I'm going to go do.
Agree.
Exactly.
I'm not a hater.
I don't mind Instacart. Only as they send me those guarantees that are worth the darn. Not do 6 orders for $52.
What you get?
Oh my gosh, those guarantees are horrible.
They used to be good. I used to get like do 5 orders for 90. Of course I'm gonna do that. I got some good ones over here. But then it's like do 6 orders for $50. You're like, no. And people are like, it's a complete waste. And you never get that last order. Ever. It don't matter what time you start. One time I started at 6 in the morning. Sorry, I'm talking too much. But I got up at 6 in the morning. I'm like, all right, I'm about to get this guarantee, get $70. And literally I started at like 6. I got to like 4 o'clock and had order number 5, and I couldn't get it. They wouldn't give me the order. And I was like, you know what? Instacart sucks. I can't deal with it anymore.
Well, we don't even get offered those here. I've not seen one of those in, I don't know, a good year maybe.
I've never seen one ever. So I was pulling up I was pulling mine up now to see if I see it anywhere in my app, but
I wonder if the ratings matter. If you guys are like, higher rating shoppers. I don't know if that matters. If you're like, hey, you're not shopping for a while.
I'm very highly rated, but I haven't taken a lot of orders lately.
Yeah,
I haven't seen one in a while though.
I don't do a whole lot of shops per week. I mean, if they send me good ones, and I'm very picky shopper, I will say I won't do any more than 10 items because I don't want to be stuck in a grocery store for an hour or two.
I just got an order for my resort business, and it's 108 items.
No.
Wow.
I have another one, 69 items, and they're both to be delivered at the same time on the same day.
Nope.
108 items?
That?
No.
They better pay like $800.
It will pay well.
Wow.
Okay, good. If it pays well, then I'll do it too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I will not do a shop that's more than 10 items, and it has to pay at least $15.
So CVS.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it has to be something in and out quick. I'll do a Publix because Publix shows the aisle numbers, but if it's like a Dollar General, hell no.
Oh, no.
Well, Walgreens is super easy. I do Walgreens every night, late night, like midnight and stuff. I'm in and out of Walgreens all night long.
Do y'all have Dollar Trees I'm Dollar Trees everywhere. I would never do a Dollar Tree order, ever.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen one. I get Dollar General.
Yeah, we don't have Dollar Tree. We have Dollarama here.
Now, you do Instacart, Shine?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I love doing Instacart.
You get decent offers up there then, yes?
They're decent. I'm very picky, though.
10 items or less, $15 more.
I would do
taking any orders from you.
I would do the big ones because I have a Costco not even 3 minutes away from my house. So a lot of the orders that I get is for that
those
Costco.
drops.
But they have to pay really well.
Yeah, we don't even see well-paying orders hardly ever.
Where do you see these promos in your Instacart app?
It would be like right on the front screen.
If you go to
it would show
app,
you.
If you go to the shopper app, let me try. I'm gonna look right now as we're doing this live.
How long? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so you gotta go to
Why
where
not
it's like
extra?
the next one over, like on the account button. I'm looking up right now.
Well, there's the earnings button, then there's a stats button.
The account
when I get to that, I can tell you when I get to it.
Account button's the last one. Oh, I was just curious. I've never seen them on Instacart. That's why I was wondering, where do you go see them at?
Yeah, it usually will say on the top page, do 5 orders.
In your earnings tab, so right here.
Okay, the middle tab.
It'll say like promos. If you can see that.
Yeah, mine does not
it'll say
promos.
View current promos, and then it'll give you like promotions.
Huh.
And so here's like, I didn't mean click that button. So like here's like some past promotions that we've gotten.
That's funny. Mine did used to say that, and it doesn't say that anymore. Weird.
Okay, yeah, it's in the earnings tab. Yeah, okay, I have none. Apparently I did have one from on March 4th. So 3 days ago.
You missed it.
Yeah, $3 per batch.
Yeah, that's the normal one from like 12 to like 2 or something. Like middle of the day, they'll usually do those.
Okay.
Well, look, Cray Cray saying that every order's an extra $5.
Well, in her area.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, if anybody watching, if you didn't know about Instacart, we just learned something new. Go to your earnings tab, and there's a little spot that says View Promos, and you can actually view all the promos coming up. I didn't know that.
Yeah, do you have your notifications on? Because they'll send.
Yeah, but it's kind of like they send me so many crap notifications that I kind of just ignore all their notifications.
They send some hidden gems sometimes.
They also email it to you, though. Well, I don't know about you guys, but they email it to me.
No. If they email me, I guarantee they go to my spam. Guarantee it.
Like they were really good, and then it's just been junk ever since. Like and I don't know. Do any of y'all have Spark?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's a guy. His name is TV, and he's a local guy in my area. I know exactly what Walmart he's at, and he talks about how it's the Venezuelan capital of the world.
He says what?
He says the Venezuelan capital of the world because he said because there's been a thing going over. I don't know how there's been a opinion saying that there's people from other countries doing Spark orders and how they have multiple phones and they're getting like every shop. And
they're on every app.
Huh?
They're on every app. They're on Instacart, Doordash. I mean, shit. What aren't they on?
Yeah, you're right. But with Spark, it's bad. It's bad over here. Like we're not getting any orders. It's so bad.
Huh.
And so
where are you located again, Yost?
Kansas City.
Okay.
So, and just, I mean, it's this one Walmart. I mean, he's like filming them and they're going in and out, multiple people, like it's like an operation. And I'm just like amazed how, military precision they are in getting these orders. I mean, like multiple phones and it's crazy, but we can go down that rabbit hole another night.
They only have one Walmart there?
We have a lot of them in this. We have I would say 3 within a 10-mile radius and 2 Sam's Clubs within pretty close in my area over here. And so there's a lot of opportunity, but I mean, they're just getting orders left and right, and we get like the scraps. I'll turn on round robin in the middle of the day, and I'm getting nothing.
Since you're on TikTok as your platform, do you watch the guy who uses his drone to bust all the people that do Spark like that?
I haven't seen him. I'm sure I have, but I'm sure it's probably similar. Maybe the same dude.
Yeah, he uses his drone, and he's got his drone over the Walmart parking lots. And like I watched one the other day, and it's like one guy went in, he did the shop, came out, put the shopping cart next to the car, and went back in. Somebody else pulled up, grabbed the stuff out of the cart, and took off and went to deliver it. And it was just like a rinse and repeat type system.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm more amazed than anything how they're like, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, how are they
honestly amazed that many orders for them to get, honestly.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how it works. Like, do they pass on the phone? Like, how do they know where to deliver? Don't they have to take a picture at delivery? Like,
well, I'm guessing they sign in and out of their accounts.
Yeah, they probably have like logins.
Yeah, because that's all you got to do.
Sign in and out and say, okay, well, this order's done. Take this one, and they're just handing it back. It's like a rotation.
I would think it'd kind of be like, if I had Donna doing the shop for me, she'd shop, I'd go deliver it, she'd go back in, shop another one, and I'd come back, pick it up, go deliver it. It'd be that same concept. Is every time that I pick one up, I just swap accounts that I'm, log into her account to go deliver it.
So many logistics.
Because you can only be logged in on one phone.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But if you have multiple accounts, like a lot of we're seeing with the Spark community, you can do that type of precision.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I see
we're
Tony
talking about
trying to
Instacart. You see what?
I see Tony trying to join, but I guess he's having trouble. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about Instacart. So
yeah, what's the story?
So there's one of the stories here where they say 3 grocers. So I don't have these grocery stores, so I don't know if they're big or not. But they added Instacart storefront tech. So there's Cancesco Market, Harps Foods, and Price Chopper. Well, we all know Price Chopper. And what they did was they added the Instacart storefront, which is, it's kind of like a platform where Instacart helps them with the technology to place the orders. Then they have someone obviously pick the food, and they can have it delivered within 30 minutes. Like they have same day delivery, priority delivery, 30 minutes or less. That is insane. So now these grocery stores who before didn't have this e-commerce platform can now use Instacart to be able to provide groceries to their customers, which I'm sure there's some grocery stores that they're like, oh no, you don't want to deal with Instacart. But then there's other ones that if they don't have the platform or, the infrastructure to be able to put in that platform, using Instacart is a no-brainer. They already have everything set up for them. They have their shoppers, and you pay a fee, but at least now you can provide groceries to people that maybe normally you couldn't provide groceries to.
How many items are they allowed to order for 30 minutes or less?
It does not say.
There's got to be
108. You better get to moving, Holly. Get that ass a moving.
6 cases of water on the 3rd floor apartment.
Right. Yeah, 10 cases of water to a 3rd floor apartment. That's about right.
Well, I really don't understand. Because this is exactly how they say it. Same day priority delivery in as fast as 30 minutes, no rush, and schedule ahead delivery and pickup. No rush?
Well, I think no rush means that they're not in a hurry for it. So it can show up at any time. It's not that the shopper doesn't have the rush and get it done. It's just, at the convenience of when it can get filled.
Yeah.
Because Instacart is still going to say that it needs to be done within a certain amount of time, even if it doesn't have to be.
Well, by no rush, what they're saying is Instacart could double batch that with something else that's, convenient. So like if you select no rush, they can deliver it to you 5 hours from now whenever another scheduled delivery is coming out.
you're saying that no rush is an option for the customer to choose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's 30 minutes. There's no rush. There's schedule ahead, and there's pickup.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry, I was on a different planet for a minute.
So yeah, they're saying that they're really happy with it because they didn't have to spend any additional money on, like, as I said, the infrastructure, the operations, and everything like that. So I don't know. I see it as a good thing.
More batches, you know.
Yeah.
More batches for us, and that's somebody that couldn't order Instacart. And I think the pricing is what gets me, because Instacart does jack up the price a lot, just like all these other apps, and you're just like, the worst is when people start adding on. Oh, don't get me started.
Because I have my own business through Dumpling and have my own grocery delivery business, and I do still have Instacart on the side, but I don't know. I'm just a little, I don't know.
Now, don't you get, if the tip's based off percentage, though, the more they add, the more you get paid?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
If it's based on percentage, yes.
Yeah. So when they were out of stock of everything back in 2020, 2021, man, that would kill you.
Definitely.
Oh.
I see it as a good thing. And I was actually on a train, and hey, Tony, I was on a train.
Finally made it.
And the lady was talking about different ways to, like, increase her capacity, pretty much is what she was talking about. And she was giving different examples of, like, hiring someone to clean the house and all that kind of stuff. And she was saying Instacart was a savior for her when she had her children. She's like, even if the store was just down the street, I couldn't go. I just had twins. So she ordered Instacart. So there, a lot of times, like, people are like, oh, Instacart, they up their prices and all that kind of stuff. But there's a lot of people that really, really love using Instacart.
Right. Well, if that's your only option, if you don't have somebody in your area like me that, has their own business through Dumpling, then yeah, I mean, if that's your only choice. But if you have another choice, I mean, they mark up all their items 10 to 30%. You want to pay 10 to 30% more? That's why the drivers and the shoppers aren't getting as many tips and stuff, because people are wising up that during the pandemic, they didn't really care because they needed it so desperately and they didn't want to go out. But then they started to care.
Yeah.
Which hurt all of us.
Tony.
What were you doing, Tony? Changing diapers?
No, fighting with my computer.
Wait, Tony, I'm used to having the Tesla in the back.
Yeah, for sure.
How's the baby?
It's too dark outside. She's doing good. She's getting huge.
I can imagine.
Yeah, they grow up quick.
Yeah, no kidding.
He would know because he was the 8th one.
I said 14 earlier. You were nice.
Yeah.
No, I think you have 8, right?
No, we got 6.
6. Oh, well, 8, family of 8 is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So see, 6 kids. I mean, his oldest can now babysit the youngest.
Yeah, the older 3 definitely babysit, but with the baby, we don't leave them with the baby.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't either after that whole M&M fiasco that happened.
How old is the baby?
I don't know about the M&M fiasco.
Or
She's
the peanut
months.
thing or whatever. You remember?
Oh, the M&Ms. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought you were talking about Marshall Mathers.
No, I was talking
That's
about
what I thought too.
actual M&Ms.
Yeah, that was a little scare, but they weren't peanut M&Ms. They were just could have peanuts contained in the M&Ms.
Yeah. His son, little Tony, right?
Yeah,
is allergic to peanuts, and his was it the oldest that gave him M&Ms?
It was the 5-year-old.
Oh, okay, the 5-year-old gave him M&Ms.
Yeah, like just trying to share her candy,
Oh,
She's trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Be nice, sister.
Now I ask him, I'm like, can you eat, do you want to eat an egg sandwich? He's all, no, that has eggs, because he's allergic to eggs as well.
Oh.
Has eggs. Egg sandwich has eggs.
Yeah, like, do you want a piece of chocolate cake? He's all, no, that's eggs.
I just want someone to explain to me why all these kids have peanut allergies, and when I was a kid, nobody had a peanut allergy. Where did that come from?
Yeah.
What everybody have?
When I was a kid, there were kids with peanut allergies.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but when I was a kid, that wasn't a thing. I'm older
yeah.
than you, quite a bit.
You're not quite a
back
bit.
in her day.
You're like my cousin's age.
Maggie. Huh?
I walked to school up the hill both ways
In the snow, barefoot.
in the snow barefoot.
I have cousins your age.
I'm 55.
Yeah, I have cousins that age.
Well, you're how old?
41.
You're 41. My oldest is 36.
Okay. Yeah.
36, 31, and 26. And I'm like, how can you be 36? I'm only like 32.
Yeah.
How'd you get older?
Sure. Yeah, I don't know, but it's my opinion that the chemicals that they put in all the food kind of cause that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm not
Something environmental.
I'm not a chemist or a nutritionist, but that's just my conspiracy opinion.
I'm surprised
The food is
nobody's
definitely not the same
that out.
quality that it used to be.
Chris
Yeah.
Taylor's right. We used to drink off water hose. Where
I know, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Then
used
we were
to?
all supposed to drink bottled water, and now we're all hearing bottled water's bad for you because of all
The
these little
BPA.
plastic spores or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
What
You
doesn't
guys-
kill you nowadays?
Right. I know,
You
right?
guys watch too much news. I still drink out of water hose if I'm outside. I still drink bottled water.
Hey, water's whole water's hit different. I don't care. Nobody says.
I didn't say I changed my ways. I'm just saying what they say.
Gary, can you highlight Christopher Taylor's comment at 9:37, please?
Yeah, this
I'm
one.
an Air Force helicopter
Yeah.
pilot. They got beards now.
Got an email from Doordash today that the tier system has started in Arizona. Ooh.
Are you talking about the silver,
Platinum.
whatever, gold, or?
Yeah. Oh, and Nola Grind got the same email. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You guys better get that AR up.
Do you guys all have it in your markets? Let's go around. Gary?
I don't.
Nope.
No?
Do we have what? I'm sorry.
The
Do you have the tier
she
market,
does- she
the tier
does it.
system?
I doubt she does.
The tier. How do I know?
It's going to show you silver, gold, or whatever when you open your DoorDash app.
Like
Yeah.
it'll say if you're platinum or not.
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm definitely not.
Yeah, we don't have it here yet.
No, I think that they actually
Ooh.
do have it. I think they do have it in Miami. I would have to check with UDM though.
Yeah, they have it in Miami because oh my gosh, why am I blocking on his name? Joe Easy delivers.
Yeah,
he's-
which is weird that I don't have it because I'm only like 2.5 hours from Miami.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
from me.
Yeah,
Thanks
and from
for-
I'm 2.5 hours from everybody in Florida.
Yeah. Thanks for Donna coming over to see me.
Well, we're only 2.5 hours away. You can drive over.
Oh, okay. I'll be right there. What time is it? 9:40. All right. About midnight.
All right.
Christopher Taylor, your AR is at 98%?
Ooh.
Wow. Mine's
wow.
really high right now. Mine's 13%.
Let's show our ARs. Mine's
Wow.
7.
Oh, that's what mine was all last week. 7.
Mine's
My-
at 14.
I was excited.
My DoorDash
Double
phone
digits
is my
high.
webcam right now.
Well, speaking of DoorDash, we will move on to some news before Steve kills me for not getting any of this stuff out.
We got one.
Harlem Shake Burger Restaurant is suing DoorDash for $14,000 in miscalculated fees. A New York City burger restaurant has filed a class action lawsuit against DoorDash, arguing that there's nearly $13,932 in alleged miscalculated fees were incurred between 2019 and 2023. The company or the restaurant alleges that DoorDash has run afoul of the New York City law passed in 2020, which caps delivery fees at 20%, which includes a 15% cap for delivery and then 5% for additional fees. Since 2020, DoorDash has intentionally and repeatedly charged Harlem Shake and on information and belief other members of the lawsuit in excess of the permitted under the government regulations in New York City. For those that don't know, New York has a cap, as it said there. These delivery companies can only charge up to 20%. You know, like you guys were talking about earlier, Instacart can charge anywhere from 10 to 30% above, blah, blah, blah. All of them used to charge 30 to 40% fees to these restaurants. New York City said, no, we're not allowing that. So now you have to cap it. And now this company is saying that DoorDash has been robbing them. Is that a surprise? Yeah.
No,
is that
not
a
at all.
surprise to anybody?
Yeah.
Is this a very
That's
big,
why they don't want to be the transparent company over here in Colorado. They already started sending me emails like, hey, join the Roots, DoorDash Roots, so you can know what to vote against or talk to your legislators.
I joined it.
Oh,
just
kind of
so
like what DoorDash or kind of like what Uber did in Lyft when they was pushing those in-app messages to you for that last vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get anything for that.
Well, like, because Colorado's got
I see. It was
another bill for Transparency Act through the Senate this time.
Gotcha.
Right. The reason why I read that story to you guys is because there's another story, and actually it comes up on what Christopher Taylor is here saying. You'll never get 100 orders in a month to get platinum tier. This story, it's the story of William Lopez. He's a driver in Queens, up there. And he posted a story, said that he works full-time job, and then he does DoorDash part-time. You know, he started it in 2019 to help with his wife's heart transplant. I was like, oh, man, that's a touching story. And then from there, he's continued to do it on the side, making about $1,700 a month, around 30 hours a week on top of his other job, you know, helping pay for his family's college and things like that. And he said that since New York City rolled out all these new laws, he now went from making $1,700 a month, around 200 deliveries, down to $200 a month with 14 deliveries per month.
Oh,
All because of the new New York City law. The new one that just passed says that there's two ways that these companies have to pay you. They either have to pay you $29.93 per hour for all the time spent on deliveries from the time that you accept an order to drop off, or they have to pay you $17.96 per hour from the time of acceptance to delivery, and then with an additional weekly bonus for all the time that you spent on Dash, but not actually on an order at the end of the week. Similar to what they do over there at Prop 22. At the end of the week, they get a bonus or whatever to make up for all their Dash times. So that's the two ways that they can pay you. They can either pay you the $29.93 for all the time that you're spent on an order, or they can do the $17.96 and then kick you a bonus at the end of the week.
Well, so how did it get decided?
That's what I was getting to. DoorDash has decided that it's going to pay the $29.93 per hour, but it made a change to the tipping. Instead of having tipping up front, DoorDash moved tipping till after delivery. So now the customer orders, they see all the fees, and then they're presented with how you can tip your driver after delivery. You know,
So
like,
they don't
your
even have
delivery.
an option.
They don't even have the option up front anymore to tip ahead. So basically, it works like this:
God.
customer orders, they pay for it, delivery gets sent. DoorDash sends them a little reminder, hey, your delivery's here, and then at the bottom there they say add a tip. We know what happens, right?
Right, they know.
They ain't get no tip.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly.
because the cost went probably high enough that they're like, I can't afford a tip anymore with this rate.
Well, and here's the kicker on this is the increase was only $1.99 fee. That was the increase. So they paid $29.93 per hour that you're on active delivery. So you get that. And then DoorDash moved tipping to end of delivery, but then they charge the customers $1.99 fee. So, but with the cap though, the cap is
I don't believe it. I don't believe that.
still 20% though.
I think that they have upped other fees, or they're upping the product cost, or something. They're passing all.
They're
that
making
on.
it up.
No, they are.
Well, they're
that's
making it up with the $199.
right. Well, that's what I'm getting at though. But if according to the other one, DoorDash can only charge 20%, which includes 15% fee cap. Oh, there's my deliver that. 15%. Shut up. 15% for the delivery itself and 5% for additional fees. So that $1.99 has to fall inside that 20% if I'm reading that correctly. Maybe somebody from New York City might have a different outlook. If you drive in New York City, let me know if I'm wrong on that. But the way I read it from the first one is they have a 20% cap. Everything has to fit in that 20% cap. So how can they charge an additional $1.99 fee? But DoorDash did say in a statement, because of that fee, they have 200,000 less orders.
Over $2
because of the fee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what about all of the things that they mark up? Like if you go to Walgreens for a customer, they mark up all the items at Walgreens that they're sending to the customer. That's why you can't give them the receipt. So,
they're like,
money there.
they're like, please don't give. They're like, if you're reading, you're like, don't give the receipt. And you like to click like 4 buttons. Like, I did not give them the receipt. I promise.
Don't give it to them. Whatever you do, don't give it to them. Did you throw it away? Sure. Okay.
Did you burn the receipt? Did you give it to a bird to go somewhere? They're heavily on. Do not give them the receipt.
They're on.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
do not give them the receipt.
Whoops! I gave them the receipt.
There. So
I know, right?
they're like, hold up. Don't give them that receipt at all.
Yeah.
Well,
so I'm curious how that plays in.
Yeah, I am too. And I mean, to me, reading that, I'm like $1.99 fee, $1.99. There's no way people are not ordering because of $1.99.
No.
So I definitely think that there's more than that. I found it. Now, I do know that drivers can't work anytime they want in New York City, even on Uber and Grubhub and everything like that. If there's too many drivers, well, you got to wait. They have a pop-up that says, hey, we're not busy. Try again later. That's all part of this whole law because they don't want to pay all that stuff. But to go from 200 deliveries a month down to 14 deliveries a month, that's a huge, huge drop.
Yeah.
So I was thinking this. What would you guys do if you went from 200 deliveries down to 14 deliveries? What would you change as far as your gig work?
I would change my city.
I would go somewhere else. I'll go to New Jersey or wherever I'm closest. That's what I would do.
But is he just doing DoorDash? Like, why is
from the article, it didn't go into if he's doing other apps, but it says he was a top dasher. He did 30 hours a week. Things like that.
98% acceptance rate, everything.
Yeah, probably.
No, he needs some multi-app. That would be the quick solution because it doesn't sound like he can.
The multi-apps are having the same problem, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's all the same in New York now. Like you can't just get on. He would need to drive to a whole nother state or another.
But it sounds like he can't because he was doing this because he's taking care of other people, right? Yeah. So he can't just pick up and go to another state.
Right.
Well, I mean, he should be able to go to another. Yeah, well, I mean, he can technically because New York City, go to Jersey or something like that. It's only like 30 minutes.
Like right there.
30 minutes.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. He could go see Kim.
Yeah. Go take over Kim's market. You heard it here
like,
first.
This is why it sucks even more. Thanks, New York.
Kim's like, wait, why don't these people come work my market?
Yeah, Jersey is going to get oversaturated.
This is the thing that Kim was saying, though.
It is already.
Exactly. She was saying it's already oversaturated, and it's oversaturated with people that aren't from Jersey. So people are already coming in to take the orders. Like it's, I don't know. But what would I do? I would just multi-app. I would find other apps.
I'd go
I'd
get a
move
regular
all my
job.
family to Florida or Texas or
Hey, you stay out of
Tennessee
Florida. We're full.
or
Come on, buddy.
Wyoming or Oregon.
We are. We're full here.
any state that has no state income tax.
Yeah.
I heard
that'd be great.
I heard Colorado's nice about this time. Denver.
Yeah, it's
This
really
time
nice.
here?
It's snowing outside right now.
Oh, hell no.
Nevada has no income tax, if you want to know that.
Yeah, go to Nevada.
I mean, honestly, if I was in this guy's shoes and I needed the extra income for sure, I would probably just go get a second job somewhere. It would be less headache on me just to go get a second job somewhere.
I can't imagine ever working a W-2.
Oh, I can't either. But he already has one W-2, and then he dashes, after that W-2. So at that point,
start a YouTube channel.
TikTok.
Yeah, because it's so easy to make money on YouTube.
Yeah.
Now the question is,
Go
how
the
much is he
Hannibal
making
style.
an hour to do 30 hours a week? I mean, say he was making an average of $25 an hour. How many part-time jobs are paying $25 an hour that are not like labor intensive, like UPS or something?
What is that?
Maybe
That's
because also he needs the flexibility, right?
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it might be flexibility, but if you break down what he did, 120 hours a month, right? 30 hours a week. He said he brought in 1,700, so he's only making 14, 16 an hour.
He could get a job giving tickets to the people that are door dashing for illegal parking.
For illegal bike parking.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, anybody that dashes in like New York City, they're probably on a bicycle. I can't imagine anybody doing that on a car.
The Uber drivers.
No, when we went up there, I could not be, and I'm a good driver. I'm a great driver. I could not do Uber in that city. I just could not.
Well, no. So the thing is, and this is the thing, you could be a very good driver, but driving in New York is very different. It's not about being a good driver. You can't be a soft driver and drive in New York. You have to be aggressive. Like we always say, whenever we drive into New York, we have to turn on our New York switch because you can't, let me tentatively go over. No, you can't do that. You can't be nice.
I agree. You got to be able to run over babies and push people out the way and run over
auto style.
Yeah, I mean, you got to GTA that city. That's the only way to do it. Even the bus drivers, like we're driving up there, and
maybe he could start a GTA channel.
Live GTA Live.
Yeah. Live action GTA.
We're in this Uber. We're in this Uber, and there's the bus lanes up there, right? And we're in the middle lane. And this bus just decides it wants to come over. Middle of the bus is like right here at our SUV. It just starts coming over. Like
they're big. They figure everybody else will move.
Yeah, that's exactly what our Uber driver slammed on the brakes.
That
sure did. I was like, what the?
Yep.
We're gonna die.
I'm sure the driver wasn't even phased.
No, he was. And I asked him, I was like, does it bother you driving here? He goes, no, why? What's wrong?
See? They're used to it.
I mean, what's wrong?
You said
all used to it. But speaking about New York drive-in, this actually is a pretty good segue. One of the articles is talking about Uber and Revel Chargers did a partnership to provide discounts for people driving EV vehicles. And it's starting in New York City. So they're going to be providing a 25% discount to anybody that is like any Uber driver that's charging their vehicles at the Revel.
Yeah,
charging
I don't know
stations.
about Revel's charging rates, but so I get like 30% off of Electrify America with my Lyft, and it still costs more than just getting no discount at the Tesla charger.
Oh wow!
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not saying that's the case for that network because I don't know what the rates are in New York overall and none of that, but yeah.
How much does it cost to charge your car almost like fill up your tank like
fill it up with power.
So like all of the Electrify Americas out here, they're like 45 cents per kilowatt hour. So I'll get it at like 39 or something like that. And then so that would cost me like like $35. And then at the Tesla, if I wait till after 8 o'clock, then the rate goes into like the 29 or 28 cents per kilowatt hour. And then after 11, it's like 18 cents per kilowatt hour. And then at home, it's like 11 cents per kilowatt hour. So at home, it's like $6. After 11, if I'm out on the weekends, I can charge up for maybe like $9.
But how much does it cost you to install one of those things at your house to charge it? Or do you have to?
You don't have to, but it is if you have a 50 amp or 30 amp outlet already installed in your house, because if somebody had like a table saw or something in their garage, like, and you bought that house, then you're lucky. You can just plug in and level 2 charge automatically. I paid like $300 for a box that splits my dryer and the car and turns off one or the other, whichever, so that it doesn't overload the circuit.
It's pretty cool.
Just real, and sorry, I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention because I was trying to look this up. It looks like about 49 cents per kilowatt
In New York.
Yeah. And now I was looking at this picture and it says Revel. Is that what is that? Is that like a car rental place?
Yeah, I think the rideshare guy did a interview with these guys. Like they rent cars, I think, and they started to make
A rideshare.
Yeah.
Fleet.
Yeah, and I think they started to build their own charging network.
Charging station, yeah.
Yeah, I was reading that too, that they're actually planning on having a charging station at the airport up there and things like that. So I was just trying to look up their charging rates real quick, and just a quick one says about 49 cents per kilowatt plus tax is what it was showing. And that's on Revel Transit.
To put gas in your car.
Well, I don't know,
gas
Tony.
is going up.
Tony, what's that? And that was a year ago, by the way, Tony. So what is that? What is that equivalent to filling up a car?
At 49 cents per kilowatt hour?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. How
many kilowatts per hour do you get in a car?
Well, he said
kilowatt hours.
35.
It's like a 75 kilowatt hour batteries for the Model 3s, I think. So
about $36.
Yeah, I'd say close to $40.
Oh, so that's about the same as a car.
Because they're going to charge tax on that too.
Yeah, it says plus tax.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's about $40. That's
But
about
what is the gas
car.
price over there is probably more than $40 for the same amount of miles.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, what's gas in your guys' area? Ours is $3.29 now. We're hot.
I
We're
just
high
saw
down
it
here,
go
too.
up to like $3.19 just randomly because I stopped at a gas
It
station.
just
to
shot
get a
up out
drink.
of nowhere.
It was $3.29 yesterday, I believe. $3.29.
I'm next door to Wawa right now, and it says $3.49.
Holy crap!
Dang.
Glad I spend $6 at home to charge my
and
Tesla.
what is it in Canada?
Mine's is $1.54 a liter.
I won't put a Canada on you.
This is America, so you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I was like, can you convert that?
I think it's supposed to be times 4 from what I remember.
4 liters in a gallon.
Yeah, it's a gallon.
I
You guys
would-
are gallons, right?
Gallons in liter.
I was in Canada one time.
Yeah,
I said,
it's
"Hey, I'm American.
.40.
How much should I put in?" Like, I didn't know. I mean, he said gallons. I was like, dude. He was like,
You're
"Put
like,
in
I
this
don't know
much,"
if I'm
and that
getting
was
ripped
right,
off
so.
or not.
Until the thing shut off.
Canada's pretty money though. Canada's really pretty money. Our money sucks.
Yes, I know. I don't understand why your money all looks the same.
Here. It sucks.
That's
Our
very
money
boring.
sucks.
It doesn't
We
look
put
the
different
same. though.
numbers on there though.
Yeah, but still,
There's,
it's all
like,
the same
different
color.
colors.
It's all the same everything.
Yeah,
Ours is different color.
No, I know. I've been there.
Ours is all hidden.
Ours
Yeah,
has
prevent
already
Yeah, but you
fraud.
could give
alien
someone like
on it.
you could give someone like a $10
bill.
bill, and you think it's a $10 bill, but it's like $100.
Oh,
Oh, no,
Where?
we don't make that shit.
Not in the United States. It says 10. It says 10.
I know, but I'm just saying that it all looks the same. It's
Has
just the number
different
that's
presidents
different.
Yeah,
on
there's
it.
different presidents on there.
Oh, do you? Okay, well,
Yeah.
you see,
Oh,
for
yeah.
someone that doesn't live there.
Well,
we got-
Benjamin
don't know your
Franklin wasn't
president.
a president. So.
No, he wasn't.
It has different people on it.
Okay.
Christopher Taylor. So the Cybertruck, probably not, just because I'm not rich.
What was his question?
He asked if I'd get the Tesla pickup truck. If money wasn't an object, yeah, I would get that. But
Heck yeah.
Looks like a kindergartner drew it.
you know,
I haven't even seen it.
I'm
honestly.
good with it. I like Michael Jordan shoes, so I just equate it to the same thing. People hate how ugly Michael Jordan shoes are, and I'm like, well, I like them. You hate
I
how
like
ugly
Jordans.
the
I like Jordans.
Cybertruck is. I like it.
You're a Tesla fanboy.
He is.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let the Tesla drive you around for 2 years and see if you're not.
I rented one once and I really did like it.
Yeah, you just had some problems with the charging situation.
Yeah, because I went to a town with no damn chargers.
right.
That was
Well,
hard.
and then the rental place didn't set you up for success with adapters where you could level 2 charge.
Well, they did have the slow ass chargers, but hell, I didn't have 12 hours. of
But
signal.
yeah, and those weren't close enough to you
Yeah.
where you could just park it.
So thank God I was just there for the weekend, and so I just.
What
drive-
city was that again?
Decatur, Illinois, my hometown.
Oh yeah. See,
There's a new, I forgot. There's a new EV maker coming out, and it's supposed to be like under 25,000 for new EVs. I forgot what the place was. I forgot what it's called now. I'm gonna have to remember and tell y'all later. But yeah, they're supposed to make them cheaper, more affordable. I don't know how much Teslas are. I don't got Tesla money.
How expensive do you think a Tesla is versus a regular
Aren't
car?
there cheaper Teslas? Like, isn't that what like?
Not very cheap.
No.
But a regular car is not cheap anymore.
No.
No.
No, that's true. That's
I
true.
mean, a regular car is like, unless you're buying a clunkers, is a good 40,000.
yeah. Plus, if you get if you can find the Model 3s, they're selling between like 2018 through 2021. You can find some that are $25,000 or lower and get a $3,000 tax credit.
Wow.
I hate when they say tax credits. Like, just give me the cash.
Well,
I don't need the credit.
well, you get
Yeah.
use the credit as a down payment or get it as cash right up front now.
Oh,
It's still a
that's
tax
interesting.
credit though. It's going to show up on your taxes as a credit either
But
when
if you
took
use it right up front, though,
right. It's still going to be reported on your taxes as a credit.
either way, you're still paying
You
taxes.
just got it. You just got it up front, or you're going to get it back.
I got
later.
a question for you, Tony. Now, is
Yeah.
your insurance higher because you have an EV, a Tesla? Like, I don't know if you have
So-
commercial insurance or not.
I
Maybe
rent
lower?
it, so
Oh, yeah, you do.
my insurance has stayed the same. I haven't gotten the new one. It's 17 days away from expiring. So from the new year letter that he sent out, it seems like the rate shouldn't go up because he had to discontinue a couple of different programs he had going on in order to keep the rates at the same, is what he said. So I'm assuming our rates are going to stay the same.
But he's about to get a new Tesla.
Yeah.
He's getting that new Tesla bus so he can haul his family around.
I'm gonna take a Cybertruck to the places that make limos and stretch it.
Stretch.
Add an extra battery pack.
Well, I mean, that should be pretty easy for them to do because all they need is, like some 10 from a mobile home, stick it on the side.
It's steel.
He'll go to West Coast Customs over there. He's on Pippin's Ride.
Yeah.
Have you
Find
guys
ask
have you,
Exhibit to do it? For
have
me.
you ever seen the very first
Exhibit.
version of the Tesla truck where they're testing the bulletproof glass?
Yeah.
It's funny. They take this metal ball and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is bulletproof." They throw it, it just shatters the whole thing. It was hilarious. So
I don't know.
that's
Maybe get an EV now.
that's the only stories that I've read. The other stories he has on here, I don't want to get into because I don't know any of the laws on them. And so we'll save those for him to do either on his 13 minutes of news or he can do them next week wherever he comes back.
Did
I
everybody
just make
their
laws up
video?
like our country does anyways. Just make them up as we go.
Yeah. What was that, Holly?
Did everybody make their video that he was asking us to make for the legislators and to put in his drop?
Oh yeah.
Why
Yeah, I
you
made
like
mine.
a contractor?
Yeah.
Christopher Taylor posted
hasn't
the
made one.
link for the Dropbox earlier.
Yeah, I was trying to scroll back up to find it real quick. What, Holly, while I'm looking for this, why don't you explain what Steve wants everybody to do, and then I'll find the link for it to where they can send it.
Basically, unless this is your first time on Steve's channel, you've heard about the
Oh, look,
legislation.
Christopher dropped the link.
Okay.
Oh, great. And, you know, there's this little tiny minority of 2 people that want, you know, to become employees instead of independent contractors. And so we've been fighting to remain independent contractors. So to combat those people and to let the legislators know what we all really think, Steve would like a 30 to 60 second video, just, you know, something short, explaining your name, just your first name. You don't have to say your last, where you do gig work and why you like being an independent contractor and want to remain one. And then you put it in his Dropbox, and they're putting all these videos together to send to the legislators.
And I believe he's already got one series out on his channel. So if you're not sure exactly how to structure it, just go look under his channel and find those videos, and you can kind of see what he's asking for. And then once you get your video created, here's the URL popped up on the screen here. Shoot it over to that, and then that way Steve can go through it.
Yeah, there's 3 of them up now. The first one that's listed under videos, the third one, and well, it might be the second. It might be the first 3 actually. So.
Yeah, so make the videos, send them to Steve, and he'll take care of the rest. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, and even if you're ex gig worker, but like you do other independent contractor things, it affects all ICs. So
yeah,
I posted the video, the first one, so people can find it.
Okay, there you go. And
thanks,
I'm
Craig.
I'm sure Steve will probably put it in his comments later too. Or like I said, it should be pretty easy. Just go over to the video section and find it there.
right.
So.
And spread the word to your friends, because Steve said that however you say his last name, I don't want to butcher
Mike
it.
Ruby.
Right,
Ruby.
thank you. He says that one video equals 100 letters. So that's why he wants us to do the videos. So pass it on to your friends and anybody that is an independent contractor. You know, that's nurse practitioners. They're all kinds of different jobs. So
You know why one video is as good as 100 letters? Because we all have TikTok minds.
yeah.
That's why we do.
That's probably why he limited it to that.
Yeah, 30 to 60 seconds, and we're engaged. After that, you start losing the audience.
But I like long videos personally. Short videos when I'm driving.
Holly,
it's so hard
we
to
already discussed that your age is in the range that is not short attention span. I'm the same. I don't really care for the short stuff.
Not me. I'm short. Boom,
Once in a
boom,
while I'll
boom.
flip through it, but you know, I just watched a 3-hour friggin' YouTube video earlier, and you know, because I can put that on in my car and listen to it, you know, while I'm out driving around.
No.
All right, I'm gonna start making 3-hour videos for you. just so you can use them in your car.
Well, if you want to
By
go
the first 10 seconds, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm turning this thing off.
Yes, what you do is you just make
it
like
has to be really interesting for me to watch 3 hours.
make a 60-second one and just loop it over
Loop
and over.
Yeah, keep looping it.
I'm not that old. I would recognize that.
Oh goodness.
Okay, so let's start wrapping this up. Holly, what do you got going on this week? Anything good?
I started working a new medical courier app about a month ago called MedZoomer. And if you all don't know about it, check it out. See if it's in your area, because I know that they desperately need people, because like if I call in sick, they have a heart attack, because I don't think they really have anybody else to do their deliveries. So today I had 19 stops and had to bust my butt to make sure that I was done before this show. And let me tell you, I was stressed all day. Anyway, it was a long, very stressful day today. Anyway, that's about all I have. I have a secret project coming up that I'm starting next week that I'm not allowed to talk about. So I guess I'll see in about 6 months about that, but maybe you'll hear about it before that.
No, MedZoomer though, that's kind of like an Amazon route type thing, right?
That is, you get assigned to a certain pharmacy or two. Like I'm on two because I'm on the line of Bradenton, Sarasota. So I've got one in Bradenton, one in Sarasota. So I'll go pick up at my Bradenton one, and they give me all their deliveries for that day. And I may do a couple and then go down and pick up in Sarasota, get theirs, and then finish doing all the deliveries. So it's usually,
But it's not on
anywhere
demand.
from 5 to 8.5 hours has been my range.
Right, but it's not on. I'm saying it's not on demand though, like food delivery and stuff like that, like Uber driving and.
No, I mean, they send me,
Right.
they call you, they text you every morning at 8 a.m. and say, are you available for deliveries today? Hello, couriers, are you available today? So you text back yes or no, whatever. And then they say, great, we'll let you know when we have the orders. And then they come in usually between 12. So different from when they actually hired me and onboarded me compared to what actually happens. But so what really happens is they come in to me between 12 and 1, and then I hop in my car and run 3 miles up the road and grab all of my deliveries and go.
Are
So,
delivering to like houses, people's like houses and stuff?
mostly it's houses. Sometimes you'll have a priority one or something that's going to a doctor's office, or maybe somebody needs it to come to their work, like if they're an attorney or, they work in an office building or something. But yeah, mostly, or assisted living facility, retirement homes, those kind of things. So
And that was MedZoomer, MedZoomer.
yes.
And is it by route that you get paid, if you don't mind me asking, or is it by like stop?
Thank
or
you.
It's a little confusing, honestly, how we get paid, because it is per stop, but it never is what I think it's going to be. And it's like, if it's over so many miles, then you start getting a per mileage thing. And
is it, as long as it's more, that's all that matters?
I think almost every time it works out that I'm okay with it. I think maybe only once or twice I've been like, yeah, I wish that would have been a little higher. Some days I get no tips, and then some days I'll get, a few tips, $20 in tips or something. So they're kind of, pharmacy doesn't tip as much as food delivery.
No.
So you just kind of know that going in.
So Holly's the local drug dealer now.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they're all in sealed packages. I have no idea if it's an antibiotic or if it's Vicodin. You know what I mean? So
Well, it's definitely not Vicodin.
Well, they do have some that they
you can do C2s.
I don't.
Huh.
They told me in the beginning that there'd be some prescriptions that you would have to scan IDs and stuff for. So I'm assuming that would be that. I've never had any, but
Well,
from what I understand, because I actually used to be a safety director for a truck company that actually hauled the controlled medicine, and you can't disperse that out to a regular courier route.
Oh, okay.
Right. Well, and inside the pharmacy, they're even locked up from the techs, like the pharmacist.
Yeah, that I do know.
Yeah, so I doubt that they're sending that out with a driver, dasher, whatever you call it, Zoomer.
Well,
they're really zooming now.
They can't even, like, if my pharmacy is out of a certain medication, they could just send it over to the other pharmacy. Like, the actual doctor has to send the prescription over there. That's crazy about some of these medications.
Yeah, whenever I worked at the trucking company, we used to go down. There was an actual facility in Texas where you pick all that stuff up from, and like they load it. You're not allowed out of your truck. You have to actually go through like a national background check and all that, like a big background check, just to even get through. And then they got 2 sets of gates that you go through. You pull through the first set, you park your truck, you get out and go sit in a room, kind of like they do at some of the bases. And then they search your whole truck in and out.
Wow.
And then they let you pull in. Yeah, it's serious business with those controlled drugs.
Oh, one other thing I wanted to say is every day I've been writing down my mileage when I start my day and when I end my pharmacy route, and how many hours I'm doing, what I'm making. So pretty much from what I have figured up, I've been making anywhere from 19 to 22 an hour.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
And you go solid. I mean, you have no break like you do with DoorDash. I mean, you are boom, boom, boom. Today I did 105 miles. I did a lot today. That's a lot for in town. And of course, this is a big town and there's a lot of traffic. And so sometimes traffic can be a bitch. And it was today. I was stuck out on Longboat Key at friggin' rush hour, and it took me an hour and a half to get off the damn island.
Wow.
Yeah.
Island.
Well,
Sounds like it's a big island too.
You know what I mean? But there's only one way in, one way. I mean, there's one road.
I know what you're talking about, but
So
when you
Holly, you just need to park and get the scooter.
Just get the scooter and just
drive
throw
a scooter.
Zoom over it.
zoom over it.
Man, I was wishing I was like the Jetsons, and I could, like, whoop, shoo, fly right over them.
Just get you a drone, attach it to a drone.
Well, Steve,
That's smart.
Steve did a story about those flying cars. Holly's going to be one of the first.
You bet. You bet.
All right, Yost, what do you got going this week? Anything good?
Your boy's gonna try to make $600 this weekend off all the apps, and your boy's got hit with a tax bill, so I got to make that money.
Oh,
And,
nice.
I know
Yeah.
tax time sucks, doesn't it?
Tax time sucks. So
Just
I'm
have
trying to
6
be like-
kids.
I'm trying to be like Tony and make all that money in one day.
Just don't clap.
You'll go
Is it-
broke
wait,
getting your
it-
tax credit. But
It's like Tony's trying to offset his taxes, but he's just like kids up here, tax down here. He rather just pay it at this point.
There are really a lot of ways to get out of paying anything.
Oh, there's lots of loopholes, but you got to do a lot.
Go to Mark J. Kohler, Kohler, on
MJK.
YouTube, and watch him. I'm telling you guys, if you watch his videos, he will teach you ways to get out of paying any tax on this stuff.
Or
Legally.
very little tax.
Legally.
Is that the guy that'll tell you to incorporate your LLC and then use another subsidiary of that? Like I watched one guy. It was a smart thing too, because he's like, if you make over, like he was talking to like people that make a lot of money. He's like, if you make over 250K, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take that 250K, you're going to break it down between 4 different companies, and then that way each company doesn't pay taxes. So by the time you file your taxes, you got a 0 tax benefit.
Nobody would tell you to file as an S corp, so you don't have to pay some employment tax.
Well, as long as you make enough of
right.
income.
If you make that.
And his thing is the trifecta. He's got like LLC/S corp on the operation side, and then he's got the asset side having its own set of LLCs depending on the value of the assets.
But you don't even have to know
at the
any
bottom
of
you've got
the
and then at the bottom you've got your trust and all that crap.
Yeah, but anything you want to know about any of that stuff is on his. And the thing is about him, he's not boring. He's really actually fun to watch. He's not like some dull.
Wait, that's not the 3-hour videos you're watching, is it?
No,
it is, but not lately.
His podcasts are like maybe an hour at most, and it's a lot of Q&A after like a 20-minute session.
They are good though, aren't they, Tony?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. I found out about him when I first started doing Uber. There's another guy with a beard, the bearded Uber driver, and then he.
Wait, is he still around? Well, he doesn't
started
do
doing,
Uber
like,
driving. He does real estate
Yeah,
now.
real estate. But he had Mark on his show.
Yeah.
Like my first year driving Uber, and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool stuff."
Yeah. What's his name again? The
Mark J. Kohler.
There you go, Mark.
And that
J.
stuff really
Kohler.
works. Like
Kohler.
And what he teaches really works with, people like
100%. He has he's an attorney and an accountant. He has a
Now, is it working for like normal people working, or like only if you make so much money working?
No. His tax tips work for, anybody, any gig worker can use his tips.
Yeah.
So there you go. If you teaches you about the home office, he teaches you how to write off your automobile. He teaches you all that stuff.
So if you actually owe any money at the end of the year, go watch this guy's YouTube channel and try not to owe any money.
Well,
so
yeah.
Yost,
if you
should
look
be
up
there
his
tomorrow.
name,
I failed.
I
already failed. They already got my money. So
next year.
Next year.
amend it.
Amend it.
How to write off your travel. He can find little things to get you to write off so many things that, he can make them, so it's legal, but it's kind of on the line,
I'm just waiting for the IRS agents to be knocking at the door and be like, oh, yeah, let me. But it's that guy on YouTube, I tell you.
Yeah, Kohler told me.
That's the guy that told me to do it.
He is an attorney.
Yeah, and Joe, I was about to say that too, because Joe says, unless you ever want a loan. I learned this whenever I was buying my house, that if you want to buy anything, car, house, or whatever, you cannot break even and you cannot have negative income. So like I had to, for 2 years, I had to not take any tax deductions for 2 years to show a profit so I could buy a house.
Yeah, well, some of his tax strategies are investing. So
yeah,
you tax deferred investments or so.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way too, Joe. Because I was like, what? I gotta wait. So Tony, what do you got coming this week? Anything good?
I'm waiting on one thing, but I'm probably gonna put out a quick video about my experience with Fetch. I did a Fetch route finally. So yeah, I'll be talking about that. Maybe I'll probably do it live and then I'll just cut it out of the live and make a separate video too. But other than that,
are you going to start getting back into the YouTube game? Because I know you've been out for family and trying to get all that stuff situated.
Yes,
and so
I got some gear. I got all this stuff going. I just did a test on it yesterday. So
he's going to show you 4K videos.
No, they're 1080. They're 1080 because you can't stream 4K and move at the same time. Like you'll be like glitching out. Oh wait. You'll be this right here.
Glitch tuber.
Oh my god, that is so funny.
And I believe you have some of that merch on your online, right?
Yeah, I still have it on.
Yeah,
that's hysterical.
Yeah, so if you want
Did
some
you make
merch,
that with all those idiots?
Yes, and Cray actually got a free backpack and sent that one to me.
Oh, don't start.
So are we going to start seeing the Driven Mom again?
Driven Mom, she's more on the Driven family, but that's probably still on hold for right now, just because of how crazy homeschool schedule. After having a baby, it's like crunch time right now.
Well, that's homeschool. How hard can it be? You turn on cartoons and you go lay down.
Did you just say how hard can it be?
Did you not hear the rest of it? Is that where you stopped listening?
Yes, that is exactly where I stopped listening.
I was making a joke because I said this whenever I was hanging out with him in Denver. I was like, homeschool's not hard. You turn on cartoons, you go lay down.
Yeah, we just got that card shuffler and the little spinner thing, and we just play card games now for homeschool.
Oh, yeah, for homeschool. Hey,
teaches math.
Yeah, it does.
Strategy.
Yeah. We whenever me and Donna, we went up there and we hung out with Tony and Lisa while she was still big old Prego too.
With no AC.
Yeah, no AC in this Airbnb up in the mountain. It was up in the mountains though. It wasn't like hot.
So it wasn't hot.
Yeah, it wasn't hot. In fact, the fans in there kind of made it a little bit cooler. But yeah, we sat around, we played card games and hung out, and we had a great time. So card games are fun.
Yeah.
I did homeschool for a year with my youngest daughter.
Yeah, we can tell.
That was
Oh, you mean your daughter? Oh,
yeah. You know, my
They
daughter that's
homeschooled
going
you?
to law school. That one. So I did something right.
She homeschooled you.
hey, some of that homeschool is hard work. Honestly, like some of the curriculum that they have, it's like I say this because I like TikTok. I have a very short span because of how my mind works. I don't have the concentration for very long videos. I just don't. Like if I start watching something, I'm gonna start thinking about coding or something like that. It's just where my mind wanders to. And so TikToks are great because it's like 30 seconds and then it's out of my head. And so, but watching, where was I going with that? See?
Homeschool.
Yeah, homeschool. Okay. Yeah, watching some of these people try to help their kids do homeschooling. It's like,
well, I have a bachelor's degree in education, so I was
so you can do 4th grade math at this point.
Yeah, my daughter's like, "Can you help me with my geometry project?" I was like,
"Oh yeah,
great."
that I'm a big no on." Yeah.
Yeah.
Math was not my forte.
Yeah,
math was my forte, so I was like, "Sure."
Oh, I was all about English and.
See, half the stuff they teach in school, I don't believe they should teach. Like, we need real life things.
How to get a loan.
Yeah, how to get a loan, how to go get a bank account, how to file taxes, things like that. Like my son,
actually, my 17-year-old yesterday, she was like, because I was talking to her about just being responsible and giving her more and more freedom because she's 17, she turns 18 in November. And then she's like, well, when I turn 18, you're not just going to throw me to the wolves, like you're still going to give me advice when I need help with like taxes. I was like, yes, I'll give you advice, but when it comes to taxes, I'm going to tell you to go find all the wolves. Like, you got to go do that on your own.
Go find your accountant.
It's funny you say that. I'm getting ready to do my son's taxes for him.
Why don't you make
I think
them
she
figure
picked
it
up
out?
my sarcasm.
Go have them figure it out. I told my kids, like, I did my kids' first year of taxes. I did their taxes because it was very simple tax. One job.
His is simple.
Yeah. But the next year, I was like, you know what? They're going to have to learn because I can't do this every single year for them, or I don't want to. More like, So next year, I was like, hey, go down to H&R Block and have them do it.
That's all they got to learn.
My first year doing taxes, my dad's like, there's a form. It's called the 1040. Fill it out. I was oh, I'm all reading. I'm like, oh man, this is crazy.
Hey, at least they didn't give you the book. The book's like that thing.
I had the book and I mailed my taxes in. There's no e-filing. I didn't know.
If all you have is like one W-2 job and that's all you have and nothing else, it's like a monkey could do it.
Yeah, I mean, you got so many free online services now for simple taxes. I would definitely do that too.
I went to the library. I printed off my 1040 easy. I probably did my taxes wrong. I never got audited.
All the government knows what we owe. All they have to do is send it to us and tell you what we owe. But all these companies lobby.
I know
I'm not going to get started.
It's funny how they do that too, because they know what we owe, but they want me to tell them what I owe.
Yeah, they already know what we owe.
And if I get it wrong, I'm in trouble.
Exactly. They already know.
Like,
and they don't know what you owe.
So wait a minute, Gary.
Don't get turned in.
The government is like a wife.
Yeah, pretty much. Like my very first audit I got, they sent me a notice and said, "Hey, you underpaid us this amount." I'm like, if you knew that, why didn't you just tell me what to pay?
Right.
Like,
Why make the
That'd be
headache?
too simple.
yeah. So, all right. What do you got going this week?
I'm most likely gonna go out this weekend. I haven't been out in a very long time. We have no more track meets for a little bit, so back to the grind. Back to the grind.
So no more regular mama. Now it's back to gig work mama.
Yeah, well, yeah, so. We're still homeschooling, so the regular mama's still theirs, but
Oh,
you know.
she's turning on cartoons as well. Okay.
No,
Well,
the
it's
kids
Canada,
have,
so
they
it's
had to
probably a lot
make their
better.
own cartoons, bro.
Exactly.
Canada has French cartoons.
yeah, that's most
so
likely what I'm
she's
gonna
learning
be
another
doing.
language.
Yeah, he can't stand the French. He does. Like my oldest, he wants nothing to do with the French. My youngest, she's really interested, but my oldest, no.
He's like, we
Your
speak
oldest
English.
is like, give me some eggy bread. I don't want no French toast.
He's like, he really doesn't want to do with it. He's wondering when are we gonna move out the province so that he doesn't have to deal with it.
So
He's like, I'm gonna move out the province when I get
exactly.
Hey, that healthcare though, he's tripping. When he gets older, he'll be thankful for it.
let me see what I got going on this week. I'm doing gig work course this weekend. In fact, I got to deliver that for tomorrow morning, so that's
Yay.
good. I do got Maximo iOS beta going on right now. In fact, Tony's trying it out for me as well. So hopefully the goal of mine is to have Maximo on iOS as well by the end of 2024. Yeah, I know.
Sorry, I was looking at the thing on my screen.
Yeah, I was like, what's she talking about? And so I was wrapping it up.
No, I was looking at the Maximo thing on my screen.
But hopefully by the end of 2024, I have Maximo. Tony, like I said, he's testing out now. Got a couple other people testing as well. I got a new app coming out called Yak. It's going to be on iOS and Android. I'm releasing it because Google started to go through their database and remove reviews that people put in for customers when they're tip baiters and stuff. So Yak's actually going to allow you to go in and mark people as tip baiters and write personal notes, things like that, for all your apps out there that you do that have tip baiters. And you'll be able to.
Where were the reviews or whatever that said this customer was doing this on Google?
Yeah. You used to be able to go on to Google and you used to be able to put them in and create a note. And then, you could mark somebody's house as a tip baiter. Google actually started going through and deleting all those out. So people couldn't do that anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Instead of sending them a note to tip.
Yeah. Like instead of doing like a business review, you'd go in there, you mark somebody's house and say tip baiter, mark the location as a tip baiter. And Google's like, yeah, we're not having that. So I'm creating Yak so everybody can do that.
Gary's like, we're going to be cyber bullies no matter what.
Sure are. Learn to tip your drivers. That's all I got to say.
Like, you're a real life bully. I'm a cyber bully.
Yeah.
Let's just
Yeah.
fight.
We will.
And so, I got a lot of stuff coming out, hopefully in the next few weeks. So if you haven't checked out Gary'sApps.com, definitely go check that out. Steve's got coming up. He's got 13-minute news coming on this Saturday, I believe, is when he drops that. Other than that, I don't know what else he's got coming, but he will be back next week, I'm sure.
Make him run out of Dropbox space, y'all.
Yeah, make sure get those videos, send them to his Dropbox, make him do some work. So other than that, we will see everybody next week.
All right. See y'all.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Have fun, y'all.